Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Khud Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. We continue with the 28th Pauri of Gauri Kabir Ji, and here is the recitation. Gauri Gwareri Kabir Ji, Man ka Subhau Maneh Biape, Maneh maar Kavan Siddh Thapi, Kavan so muni jo man mare, मन को मार कहो तिस तारै रहाओ। मन अंतर बोले सब कोई, मन मारे बिन भगत न होई। कहो कबीर जो जाने पेयो, मन मधुसूदन त्रिभुवन देयो। Kabir Ji here talks about the inherent quality of the mind and a pointer to the fact that the mind is bipolar, that it has propensities that have to be mastered, and it has innate qualities that have to be cultivated. So what he begins by saying is, Man ka Subhau Maneh Biape, that it is only natural that the mind would display its inherent quality. Man ka Subhau Maneh Biape. What you see in the mind is its inherent nature. And there are two poles to the mind that Kabir Ji talks about, in man and un man. There is the deficient mind, which is really the ego-identified mind, and there is Inman, which is the mind that identifies with the self. So Kabir is saying the mind is going to exhibit its natural tendencies depending on the environment it is in. So when it is attached to the ego, it will exhibit or display one set of tendencies, which would be egoic. And when it is not, then another set of tendencies will arise. So Kabir is saying, Man ka Subhau Maneh Biape. The tendencies of the mind are experienced within the mind. But then he asks, Maneh maar Kavan Siddh Thapi. What is the method by which the mind is mastered? And then he continues in the Rahao, Kavan so mani jo man mare, man ko maar kaho kis tare. Mani is a reference to sages, but can also be used for mental prowess. And we've preferred to go with the latter, because he's talking about method. He says, what is that prowess by which the mind is controlled? And having controlled the mind, how does it ferry across the ocean of existence? Kavan so mani jo man mare, man ko maar kaho tis tare. Marna shouldn't be understood as killing, because you cannot kill the mind so much as conquer it or transform it. So it is this transformative method that Kabirji is looking for. And he says, Man antare bole sab koi. Man antar bole sab koi. Everyone speaks their mind. This is another way of saying that everyone speaks of the Creator in their minds, meaning as their mind understands it. But, he says, Man mare bin, without conquering the mind, bhagat na hoy, servitude, devotion to the self, bhakti, is not possible. So Kabir says, Kaho Kabir, jo jane peo. If you understand this mystery, that the mind has to be killed in order for the mind to become alive. So he says, Kaho Kabir jo janne peo. If you were to understand this, man, the mind, Madhusudanatre bhavan deo. The mind is the self, Madhusudanatre bhavan, the Lord of the three worlds. You will realize that in your mind. On that note, until the next time, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.